whenever you realize that all this other extra help is coming into esports, like, were you like, damn, I won and now I got to play again? Like, did you feel like you had won a battle and now everyone's getting help and now you got to get help?
Yeah.
That's how it felt, right?
Because I knew that Scump and Nature were going to get big offers. And I, as their older brother, quote unquote, I had to make them take that deal. If I couldn't give it to them then, and there wasn't a way for me to predict what the future was going to be like, because I don't know fucking when or why I would accept any money from anyone when we're living our dream and paying the bills and everyone's fucking happy.
Yeah.
But, you know, money, and rightfully so, players need to get paid. And I was like, okay, well, then I need to start getting some help to start, like, strengthening this thing. But, I mean, think about it, man. Like, before the money came in, we had won championship after championship after championship in different ones. Counter-Strike was, like, the one that I feel like we had so much runway that unfortunately what happened at you know, with it's just unfortunate timing. You know, again, nothing's wrong with esports. It's just that the people that invested money were told, like, yo, by year 4 you're gonna have a return, and not only is that not happening in some instances, but
year 4.
Yeah,
that's it was people were saying year 4
I mean, you know, it's blurry now, right? But yeah, that's what they expect. And again, esports has a good trajectory, but it's got a lot of weight on it right now, right? Its backpack is full. Where before the backpack was empty and full of ideas, now it's like, yo, I gotta make a monthly payment to something, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't allow for esports to grow as it should. So we're like, you know, we suffer from that too, right? Like we took that and then we had to start over. We had we won, and then we had, like, I think 3 years of little bumpiness, right, for the logo, and then you know, some flat surface.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're doing good now. I mean, we're still
I'm very happy.
Daily improving, but I mean, I think every once in a while we all tend to forget what the hell just happened over the past 4 years. Like,
I do.
You forget.
Goodbye. I don't even, you know.
Yeah.
The only time I talk about it is when we're doing podcasts. Not you and me, but like just people in general.
Yeah.
Because that's something that happened to us that we were so close to that it's impossible not to talk about that.
Right.
It's like we went through school or college together.
Yeah.
And whatever happened in that college happened in that college. Yeah. And it's something that you want to talk about, whether it was dark or not, whether it's a happy ending, bad ending, like who knows, but it still gets talked about.
Yeah.
But man, I don't look at those days and I'm just like, oh fuck, I wish I could do those over.
Yeah. So right now, in current OpTic, in OpTic Gaming right now, the overall company, you are the CEO.
Yes.
And obviously owner. In the past, especially I'm thinking in Infinite, you were the owner, but you weren't the CEO.
Okay. Yep.
Which one? I mean, and you've experienced that in the past as well in other in other ventures. Do you like being sole CEO? You wish you had somebody?
I fight for it. I fight internally. I have a fight.
Yeah.
One, I don't, you know, when I'm comfortable to sort of be like, yo, you know, somebody, like I'm getting more and more comfortable because I have people like you who are, you know, in those meetings. I have people like fucking Maddie who's been with me for 4 years. We have, you know, Roger who understands it because he's been looking through the glass the whole time, and all these people, and obviously with the management team on the business side that we have now, you know, there's a balance there, but you know, there's always going to be that struggle. But like I'm a good bridge, right? I was able to do both very good, where I know what it's like to be a content creator. And I also know what's needed to make a business. And while, you know, both sides are good in this case scenario, there hasn't been a second bridge or another person that has been able to do that. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't want to go anywhere. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
When we did this merger, there was supposed to be a CEO, and I was supposed to be just, you know, sort of doing content and having fun and what I earned. Right?
A repeat of
Well, no, I don't think it would have been
a repeat, but that mentality.
That mentality.
Like what you went into with Infinite, and so we do. The Infinite thing happens. We all move down here. We have the offices. We have all these different companies and the ventures that are going on. And you know, having worked for 10 years, you take a little bit of a break. I'm sure we've talked about this. Take a little bit of a break. You go fishing. You're like, when I get back, I'm gonna spend time with my family. When I get back, I'm gonna do content. And then you walk back into basically a burning building.
Yeah.
So when we do this merger with Envy, and you basically have that decision again. Like, am I about to, you know, we've got OpTic back. We've done all this work, Huntsman, and then OpTic Chicago, we did it ourselves.
Yeah.
Now we merged with somebody.
Yeah.
Was that ever a thought for you? It's like, all right, now I can chill, or you're like, I can't do that again.
Everybody that I've met on this side has been, you know, overly qualified. So.
Yeah. That's what I asked Raj the same thing whenever we did our test episode. I was like, what's been the difference? Like, what do you think has been the difference between this merger and what happened at Infinite? And he's like, oh, it's people here. It seems like people here understand, and if they don't understand, they're willing to understand.
Yeah.
I think the willingness to understand when it came to Infinite Entertainment, right? I forgot. It's been so damn long. It seemed like some of them didn't have the willingness to it.
I don't know if I don't know.
Yeah.
I still try to like think about like what motives and all that stuff, and I just miscommunication has to be like at the top of like my list because like I said, everybody has good intentions for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.